happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for another video, and the time has come to show you a mammoth haul of pickups, retro games, some promotional items, some money can't buy stuff, and three factory sealed games which literally took a quarter of the budget that I spent over at Console Yourself. Video of me scouring for games right here last Sunday. I'm excited. I'm super excited. This makes me buzz. I hope you guys can stay until the end. Guys, let's take a look. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the three sealed PlayStation 2 games. When I say sealed, I mean factory sealed, and I'll show you some B-roll. You can see the strip. Okay, these aren't shit titles. Like I said, this was a quarter of my budget. Got a factory sealed copy, and I'm like delicate. Silent Hill 3. Really love the franchise, and I didn't realise these were sealed until I was kind of rooting through the glass cabinets that you saw on the video, and I clocked them, and I saw that they were factory sealed, and I just thought, that was it, they were mine. Oh, you saw the other one. They were mine. So Silent Hill 3, factory sealed. Let's go ahead and we'll turn it around, so I've only got one hand. Next sealed game then, factory sealed, is Metal Gear Solid 3. Fucking hell, I lived in the Lake District when this came out, and I swapped a load of old PlayStation 1 games to get some store credit to get this. And I remember kind of running back to my house, and I was like super impressed, considering how much disappointment I felt with Metal Gear Solid 2. This for me made me fall right back in love with the series. So nice to get it factory sealed. Oh my god, super stoked. And the final title following it on from Silent Hill 3 is a factory sealed copy of Silent Hill for the Room. Not the best Silent Hill in my opinion, but nonetheless definitely a good entry in the series. It's probably one that I play the least. I mean, the first one's my absolute favourite. In fact, I don't even own the first one. What is wrong with me? I still need to... Why didn't I pick a copy up of Silent Hill on the PS1? What a twat. Fuck. So, I really enjoyed the first one. This one, not so much, but you know what? I don't give a shit. Factory sealed all day long, baby. Now, I know a lot of you out there are going to be saying, well, what's the point? You can't play them. Guys, you can pick these up for a few quid each. I can play them and I already own them, so... To have them factory sealed is purely as a collector, so that's to even start. You don't even want to know how many games we've got. This is going to be a long pickups video, so they are going to start us off. So before I show you any more games, I'm going to show you two really cool promotional items that are sent to people that own stores that you can't buy. You cannot buy them. This is an Overwatch recruitment kit. It is sealed, it is staying sealed, and you can see it says Overwatch recruitment kit for attention of store manager. I'm not ever going to sell this, I'm never going to open it. Again, this is purely a collector's piece. I think these are the pieces as a collector that really establish value, but they're those items that you will never sell. Now, I was chatting to AD and he did say that there were a lot of people selling these on eBay and they go for an absolute bloody fortune. To say this thing's just come out, you know, they were selling for like 100 odd quid, you know, on eBay. And now imagine what the value is going to be like in a few years time. So I'm just keeping this. So that was like super goddamn cool. That one of the definite benefits of owning a store is that you get stuff like this from publishers and developers. So I think that's like super cool. Now, very ungracefully, I'm going to pop down here and pick this reasonably heavy box up. Now, I'm going to hold it off camera. We've got a Halo 5 Guardians promotional kit as well. And I'm not going to open this here, you'll see it on B-roll. There's some really cool stuff. I definitely won't be opening the popcorn, but I just really love things like this in my collection. I've got a Namco E3 press pack from '97. And you know, just cool things like that. I've got quite a few things. I just love it. I can go all day long with things like that. I'm going to put it down, it's pretty heavy. And that's, again, you know, I love going to these shops, looking in the, like the back you know, the secret room, so to speak, and just really kind of digging into the treasures. And I just want to say a massive shout out to Console Yourself. Go check them out, their link is in the description. Beautiful store. Some of you guys that watched the video said you live pretty close and you didn't know about it, so go and check it out. Right, we're going to go on to some games now, guys, peripherals and guides. First game then, guys, is a game I've been after for a while. Is Final Fight 1 on the Game Boy Advance. This is one of my favourite Game Boy Advance games of all times, and I've amassed quite a few SPs and Game Boy Micros recently, and I just had this hankering to play Final Fight 1 on my SP. And it's boxed, it's in reasonable condition. It's hard to find boxed. Yes, you can get it off Amazon. Shout out to Butcher, who pointed me in the direction of Amazon. I think I actually did order it and there was a dispute with the seller and I never actually got it, so that pissed me off no end. But when I saw this at Console Yourself, mine. Had to have it. Now, in my hand there is a heavy pile of Dreamcast games. I want to admit something to you guys. My Dreamcast collection I've been neglecting, and as well as my Sega Saturn collection, so I think I'm going to give some Sega love, some absolute Sega love to this one. So picked up a copy, oh, some PlayStation 1 games here as well. We'll save them, just put them here. So Dreamcast wise then, I picked up a copy of Toy Racer. Unfortunately some stickers kind of glued onto this. I'm going to work on getting those removed. Never played it, looks pretty fun on the back. You can play up to 4 player, which I think is really cool. I always like that kind of couch co-op stuff. There's a definite lack of couch co-op on later games on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But yeah, definitely, if you've played any of these, please let me know. I really enjoy, you know, hearing you guys, you know, your feedback on if you've played them, if they're any good, etc. Second up then, the price is still on, forgot to take the price off, is a copy of Fur Fighters. Again, not played it, but what I'm finding as I'm going to like retro game stores is Dreamcast games, there's not really a massive selection, and there was a really good selection in Console Yourself. So I just thought, you know what, this looks fun. Completely missed out on the Dreamcast when I was a kid. My life, you know, took a few turns with college and university and really shit things with like drugs and stuff. So I kind of skipped out. I never played it, so I'm really going to devote some more time to the Dreamcast. And this looks like a really nice little, almost like really cool, fun adventure platform, yeah, puzzle solving adventure game. So that's like super neat. I like the box art as well. Now we're all familiar with this, guys. Snagged a copy of Phantasy Star Online. Yes, can't play it online, don't give a shit, but I wanted it in my collection. The first Dreamcast I ever bought in my old collection. This was the first Dreamcast game that I ever got. So it's the nostalgia punch. Yes, it is. It's a nice little nostalgia punch. There's no way I was going to leave without it. There's just no way. Okay, next up then, we've got a nice Rainbow Six game, Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy's The Division, you know, Tom Clancy, the games have been around for a long time. I believe I've played this. I did actually manage to play this when it was released. I know I said the Dreamcast kind of missed out on it. I dipped into it every now and again, but a lot of my friends didn't bother with it either. It's a shame. It's one of the definite underappreciated consoles, the Dreamcast. But flicking back to this, you know, it's in really nice condition as well, so, you know, a bit of Rainbow Six there. Oh man, I'm buzzing. I love pickups. I fucking love pickups. A final game is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Again, quite a nice fun franchise, the Toy Story franchise. As a 30-something-year-old, you know, one might argue that this is a little bit, you know, for kids, but I don't see it like that in the slightest. Yeah, you know, I grew up on Toy Story. I think it came out in 94, the original Toy Story. It could be 96 actually. And, you know, I went to watch it, and I just think, you know, really quirky games like this were overlooked on the Sega Dreamcast. So there we go. That's 5 Dreamcast games, 1 Game Boy Advance games. We got more to go, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so we're going to glide through the next pile. Got 2 Mega Drive titles here. Got James Pond 3, nice box and complete. Loved it on the Amiga back in the day, and I do own, as a couple of, yeah, got Aquatic Games back there. I just kind of clocked it. Really haven't given much time to the third one, hence me buying it. What I wanted to do with this is going for some quality and quantity, so you'll see a mixture of games that aren't necessarily groundbreaking, but wanted them just to pad out the collection. But there's some good stuff in here. Like for me, Final Fight 1 is a good quality game. Next Mega Drive game is NBA Live 95. Wow, I've got a shit ton of respect for the NBA series, particularly on the Mega Drive. It really kind of hit home with me on the Mega Drive. I was introduced to the series on the Mega Drive as opposed to the SNES. And I've never actually played this one, and I just thought, you know what? I think it was like a few quid, it was like £5 or something. I thought, £5, I'm taking this home with me. So there we go for the Mega Drive games. Let's kind of glide over here. Now this really caught my eye. This really caught my eye. It's a nice box complete version of Ridge Racer 64. Ridge Racer Revolution, Ridge Racer Type 4, loved them on the PlayStation 1. I think it was a pretty bold move to port it, you know, the franchise across to the N64, but this does work really well. And I don't own it, I don't even own it unboxed. Sometimes I'll own things unboxed and just buy the boxed copy, which you'll see, which the SNES game I have in my hand here. But I don't own either, so this was really nice. And again, if you clocked the glass cabinets in the video, this was in there. I think it was 20 quid. I think it was, I don't care. I think it was a really good price. So that was super cool. And the other game in my hand, now I own this unboxed. It's right, you probably can't see it. It's right there. You can just see it on camera. I got a box copy of Pack Attack. Not the best. You know, the Pac-Man series has taken many turns, gone from your basic kind of top-down 2D to 3D to crazy colour schemes to, you know, Pac-Man being able to jump. You know, the series is, I mean, kind of like Tetris-y type Pac-Man. And this is just, I mean, this is just mental. This looks nothing like Pac-Man. You know, this is almost like a Tetris-style-esque Pac-Man game. But you know what, it's fun, I like it, and I did say in a previous pickups video that I wanted more boxed games. I do want more boxed games as opposed to unboxed. So yeah, Jesus Christ, we're piling games here, guys. I'm just going to keep them there for the sake of the video. We are nowhere near done. We're nowhere near done, so let's go for the next little haul. Okay, a couple of PlayStation 2 games then, guys. Got a Street Fighter 2 Hyper, the Anniversary Edition, or Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition. Don't own it, saw it, wanted it, don't come across it that often. There's not really much I can say about it. We all know Street Fighter 2, especially the, Street Fighter 2, the iterations of games that have come out have always been pretty consistent in my opinion. I have high hopes for this. I've played it, but not in a long time. Now, this next game was a game that Jess picked out. It is I can't even speak. Space Invaders Anniversary. And I'm pretty sure I said, Jess, you know what, we have this game. And she was adamant that I didn't have it. So if we have it, it's a few quid, it doesn't matter. You can't really go wrong with Space Invaders, I don't think. So next up then, woo, for the Neo Geo fans out there, Metal Slug 3. Do you know, this is unfortunately missing the instructions, but didn't buy it for that. I would have bought it disc only. I friggin' love this. I've been playing it a lot on my cab, which is at my feet right here. You can't see, but I'm like pointing down with my feet here. My cab is right here. I've been playing a lot of Metal Slug, and it's really reignited my passion for the series. So why not get it on the PlayStation 2 as well? So that's cool. Now, unfortunately, I often have a bit of a dilemma, and I'm just fucking stupid. Now, I'll go and buy a game, and I'll get home and I'm like, bollocks, I already have it. And the next two games I'm going to show you, I already have, like an idiot, Broken Sword, The Sleeping Dragon on the original Xbox, and also Silent Hill Origins on the PSP. Ooh, I really need to. Any tips, guys? Maybe, you know, what I should do is maybe take pictures of my collection and really kind of go through things before I just plough money into buying games. But that's okay, because I'm going to start making little piles of things that I have doubles of. Bit of a hint for what might be coming up in the future there. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I still had fun. Another PSP game, which surprisingly I don't know, Liberty City Stories GTA. I mean, it's just one of those series that again works in, you know, every platform. I don't really know what I can say. My favourite is probably Vice City. I think we've discussed this previously, but let me know Do you have this? Do you like it? What is your favourite GTA game? Drop me a comment. Almost there. Almost, but not quite. Right, next up, classic. Hope you guys like this as much as I do. Vigilante 8. Love, 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 love it. I think I was at my grandma's. I lived with my grandma's when I played this. I think unfortunately I had it on a copy actually. And this and Twisted Metal really, really, you know, just smashing cars up. Crazy kind of cars, crazy characters, awesome soundtrack. And it's again not one that you come across very often. You definitely don't come across this in the charity shops. You know, it's not one you'll find it for a quid. It certainly isn't one that I found. But I've not seen it for quite some time. And you know what? I'd forgotten all about it. So I thought I'm snagging that. And that's in really good condition as well. Super awesome condition. I'm running out of space here. Right, next up, another PlayStation 1 title. I'm just looking around, we're nearly done. Judge Dredd. Don't own it. Wanted to pad out my PlayStation 1 collection. Haven't played it, so is it any good, guys? Judge Dredd on the PlayStation 1. Actually hate the film. Really hate the film. Don't know if any of you guys like it. I think it's got Sylvester Stallone in it and I'm not a big fan. So that's it for game. No, that's not it for games. Wait a second. A little story. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Not gonna play this. Not gonna play it. But wanted to get a box copy of Mario Paint. When I was about 13 or 14, I wanted this so badly for my birthday. And I got it, and it was, again, I was telling this story to AD. So I own it unboxed. I actually just own the cart, don't own the mouse mat, don't own the mouse itself. It's in decent condition, pretty decent condition. So this again is just going to be a collect piece. I thrive on nostalgia. I'm terrible. And again, this was one of those what I would call nostalgia punch games. Mario Paint, you know what, on the back it looks so shit. Considering now I use like Photoshop and really high-end editing software, this just looks like fucking shit, doesn't it? Ooh, lets you draw, paint, animate, ooh, watch out Adobe, and compose music. So you know what, for the time it was a really nice piece of kit, but right now it is just a collector's piece. Okay, right, let's grab this beast. Again, never used it, but for £8 unboxed. Woo, told you earlier, wanna beef out, wanna give some more time to the Dreamcast. Managed to pick up the keyboard. I think this was £8, it's in immaculate condition. So, have you ever used it, guys? Please tell me, you know, like I said, I've never used it. There was loads of really cool peripherals, like the arcade stick, the Dreamcast gun. I always found Dreamcast peripherals really ugly. Aesthetically, really, really ugly. But this is just a pretty box standard kind of piece of kit. £8 boxed, can't go wrong. Final two items then. I hope you're still here. If you are still here, drop a comment now. Hashtag I'm still here, yo. There you go, that'll be a test to see you're still here. Hashtag I'm still here, yo. It will be on the screen. Okay, last two items then. Game guides, guys. You know I like a good game guide. I've got the Mass Effect guide and Mass Effect 2 guide. Don't own them. I think I own the collector's edition of Mass Effect 3. So this completes the trilogy pretty nicely. I'm really looking forward to Andromeda. Completed both of these. I might go through them again. It's one of those series that I do like to go back to. BioWare do some pretty decent games, you know, Dragon Age. Although I have fallen out of love with the Dragon Age series, Mass Effect I think has shown a lot more consistency. So had to snag the guide. I always like this is kind of like the last thing I do. I'll go and I'll look around the games and then I'll make a decision on guides. So when I'm shopping, I always go to these things last when I've got all the games that I think, you know, are gonna raid my bank account. So there we go. So there we go, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate the time and effort you put into watching these videos. It's really, really great. What day is it? It was Sunday, so I'll be back with another video on Thursday. Please tweet me, please follow me on Facebook and Snapchat and all that good shit. Take care, my name's Jen. See you soon.